Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of What's Driving Token Prices. I'm your host, Katie Talati, Director of Research at Arca. For those joining us for the first time, I'm responsible for analyzing and identifying digital asset and blockchain opportunities for Arca's funds. As part of our research, my team and I examine token prices and the market events that act as catalysts for price change. Based on our research and market events over the past week, here are some notable token price movements and what we think drove those moves. As a reminder, this commentary is not intended to be investment advice, investment research, or an investment recommendation. Please consult your investment professional for your own circumstances. Well, the week has definitely been dominated by more macro news, potential for more inflation with OPEC cutting or reducing output. But you didn't come here to hear me talk about that. So we'll dive into some tokens for this week. Up first, we have Euler Finance. So if you recall, maybe, or if you've been first-time listener, Euler Finance is it's a DeFi project it's a DeFi project that was hacked in the last couple of weeks or early in March for the tune of about $193 million or $200 million ish in digital assets. The hacker was able to exploit a upgrade that the project made. And at the time, it was like a really big deal because Euler has actually been like super well audited. It is, it's been very, very heavily audited. And so a lot of people were like, how did this not get caught? So there's been a huge debacle about it back and forth. So I'm here with an update for you today on what's gone on since then. So within the first week of the hack happening, a lot of people were speculating if the Euler Finance hacker was connected to the Lazarus group in North Korea because, I guess one of them sent funds between that wallet and the wallet that performed the Ronin hack from 2020. Oh gosh, was it 2 or 1? Anyway, but so there was that. Then one of the users took to Twitter to say that this was their whole life savings that was taken away. It was like $200,000. And the hacker actually sent them 75 ETH, which was even more than they had lost in the hack. So some people said, oh, well, now there's claims to that. And then the Euler Finance team also offered a bounty of about 10% of the hack if funds were returned. So over the last few weeks, there's been this negotiation between the hacker and the Euler Finance team. And it seems that as of early this week, the funds have been completely returned to Euler Finance. And this was announced via social media day before yesterday. And then all the recoverable funds have been returned by the hackers. So this is potentially good news for Euler. It means that maybe, the project, which frankly would have been devastated by this if the funds had not have been returned, have come back. So with this, Euler Finance, surprisingly, is down about 3.3% for the week. All right, next up we have MakerDAO. So MakerDAO, the decentralized stablecoin issuer, approved a new set of guiding principles last week referred to as the Constitution. And basically it represents a step towards the end game, which is Rune Christensen, the founder of MakerDAO, his vision for how the protocol should evolve. So basically up until now, the community have been debating a lot about back and forth with Maker. Should this be something that the community, approves? There's been a lot of push and pull back and forth. Rune has actually spent a lot of his own personal finances to buy more Maker so he can buy essentially votes for this. So the vote that just passed basically codifies into MakerDAO's constitution all of these kind of these new pieces. Again, there's definitely been a lot of debate, I think, around the centralization of the protocol. The kind of end game and some of the things that were discussed were giving the governance process much more structure than it has previously had, in addition to some of the kind of goals that Maker wants to achieve in the long run. Some have said that these goals, such as looking into climate change, don't necessarily align with the goals of a DeFi project. Totally up for debate, I guess. But this I think that it really has hurt sentiment for for the future of MakerDAO. Despite this, MakerDAO was down only 1.9% for the week. All right, last but not least, you guys didn't think I was going to mention Dogecoin. So if you didn't log into Twitter yesterday, maybe, or today, maybe you've seen, but the Twitter logo has been replaced by the Dogecoin label or the Dogecoin logo. Everyone knows that Elon Musk, CEO of Twitter, is a huge fan of Dogecoin, and had previously even hinted at it being integrated somehow into Twitter, either for payments or something else. So I think for many, the kind of like sly like replacement of Doge for the Twitter logo has come as a bit of a surprise. But the project or the company has yet to share what else it could be used for. Just since putting the logo up, though, Dogecoin is literally up 23% for the week on this, and it continues to gain momentum on the potential for further Twitter Dogecoin integrations. I guess time will tell. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys this week. Tune in here again next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific to hear what's driving token prices.